What if the foods you've trusted for decades, foods you believed were healthy and bone-friendly, were quietly failing to protect you after 60? New research on aging and bone metabolism shows that millions of older adults develop a silent nutrient gap, a hidden deficiency that weakens bone density without pain or warning. And if you're over 60, even a small drop in bone strength can turn a simple slip into a life-changing fracture. But here's the part most people never hear. Even if you eat well, stay active, and follow every rule you've been told, bone strength can still decline rapidly after 60. Not because of effort, but because your bones stop receiving the signals they need to rebuild. That's why so many older adults searching for foods for strong bones or natural ways to strengthen bones feel confused by their test results. The surprising truth is that the best foods for bone density rarely appear on cereal boxes or supplement labels. Many of the most powerful bone-building foods aren't promoted at all, yet they're the very foods that actually help rebuild bone tissue. So if you've ever wondered why bone loss shows up despite years of clean eating, the reason may be simpler than you think. And here's a curiosity loop to hold on to. Why do some adults in their 70s and 80s avoid fractures entirely, while others with the same lifestyle struggle with thinning bones? What tiny nutritional difference protects one group but not the other? Studies on natural fracture prevention point to the same pattern again and again. Researchers now agree that certain everyday foods can switch on bone repair signals that slow with age, signals supplements alone can't activate. These nutrients don't just add calcium, they help your body absorb it, activate it, and lock it deep into your bone structure. That's why natural foods often outperform pills for anyone trying to strengthen bones after 60. Here's the hopeful part. Your body still has the ability to rebuild bone tissue. Those repair systems don't vanish, they simply get quieter with age. With the right nutrients, they can wake up again, no matter if you're 60, 70, or 80. Many seniors who shift to bone health foods report feeling steadier, stronger, and more confident on their feet within weeks. In this video, you'll discover which everyday foods deliver the minerals, proteins, and phytonutrients aging bones depend on, and how adding them to your routine may help prevent fractures naturally. And in the next section, you'll see the surprising reason bone renewal slows so dramatically after 60, and how the right foods can turn that process back on. Here's the hard truth almost no one tells people over 60. Bone loss usually happens silently. It doesn't hurt, it doesn't warn you, and it often doesn't show up until a small slip, a missed step, or a gentle fall suddenly leads to a fracture. Doctors see this constantly. Someone who felt fine yesterday wakes up today with a broken wrist, a cracked vertebra, or a hip fracture that changes months of their life. And if you're over 60, this quiet weakening can shape your future more than high blood pressure or cholesterol, because one fall can mean surgery, rehab, and a long recovery. Many adults never fully bounce back from. And here's something worth thinking about. Your bones can look perfectly normal on the outside while losing strength deep inside for years. That hidden loss is one of the biggest reasons fractures skyrocket after 60, a pattern confirmed in countless bone health studies. Yet most people don't learn about it until it's too late. But here's the hopeful part. Bones are not dead, rigid sticks. They're active, living tissue that can still rebuild well into your 60s, 70s, and even 80s. Think of your skeleton as a construction site that slows down with age but never shuts down. The workers are still there. They're just waiting for the right materials and instructions. That's why natural ways to strengthen bones and certain everyday foods often outperform supplements alone. And here's a curiosity loop to hold on to. If bones can rebuild at older ages, why do some seniors regain strength quickly while others keep getting weaker? What tiny difference gives one person resilience and leaves another struggling? Research keeps pointing to the same answer, and it starts with food. The story isn't you're older, so fractures are inevitable. The real story is your bones need smarter fuel. Bone-building foods deliver the minerals, proteins, and nutrients that aging bones depend on to repair themselves. These foods send the rebuild signals your cells stop receiving with age. No extreme diets, powders, or pricey supplements required. Here's another encouraging thought. Strengthening bones after 60 doesn't require a full pantry overhaul. Quick breakfasts, simple lunches, and easy dinners are enough once you know which everyday foods naturally support bone density. Many seniors begin noticing real improvements in stability and movement with just a few consistent choices. Imagine climbing the stairs without fear or bending down without that voice in your head asking, "What if something breaks?" Those changes begin the moment your bones finally get the support they've been missing. In this video, you'll discover the most effective, research-backed foods for strong bones. Foods that strengthen your skeleton from the inside out, help prevent fractures naturally, and protect your independence. And in the next section, we'll explain why aging weakens bones in the first place, so the solution finally feels clear instead of confusing. According to researchers at Harvard Medical School, bone strength after 60 drops not because of willpower or lifestyle, but because the body slowly stops absorbing the nutrients bones depend on. Even if you eat well and stay active, your bones simply don't receive the building blocks they once used so efficiently. That's why so many older adults suddenly feel weaker knees on the stairs, stiff hips after sitting, or a balance that feels just slightly off. A 2023 study revealed something even more surprising. Aging bones respond to food like a radio losing its signal. The nutrients are still present, but the body absorbs less and uses less. So you can follow every osteoporosis prevention tip, eat high-calcium foods, and still fall short. If the real issue is nutrient absorption, not effort, the solution becomes far simpler and far more hopeful than most people realize. The National Institute on Aging confirms that bones stay biologically alive for your entire life. They can still repair and rebuild, but only when they receive the right mix of minerals, proteins, and micronutrients at the right time. Your bones are trying to rebuild right now. They just need clearer signals and better fuel. That's why so many seniors feel stronger and steadier after only a few smart food adjustments. It's like giving a tired construction crew new tools and watching the repair work restart. Here's a curiosity loop to hold on to. Why do some adults maintain strong bones well into their 70s and 80s, while others lose strength quickly, even with similar diets and activity? Research shows the difference often comes from nutrient combinations that reactivate the very bone-building cells that slow with age. Studies from Mayo Clinic and international journals show that certain foods flip a biological switch telling your bones, it's time to rebuild. These foods help reawaken the cells responsible for bone density and stability, which is why many seniors notice fewer morning aches, smoother movement when standing, and more confidence walking outdoors. All from simple, everyday foods added to their routine. Stay with me, because next we're breaking down exactly how aging weakens bones at the cellular level, so the solution you're about to learn feels clear, realistic, and doable for anyone who wants to strengthen bones after 60 and prevent fractures naturally. Now let's count down the 10 proven foods that support stronger bones and help lower fracture risk, especially for older adults who want steadier balance, safer movement, and healthier aging. And stay with me here, because each step in this countdown highlights a food that strengthens your bones in a slightly different way, and every item builds toward the most powerful option waiting for you at the very end. If you've been trying to strengthen your bones naturally after 60, this list may become one of the simplest, safest, and most reliable routines you ever add to your day. And here's something worth thinking about right from the start. If fractures rise sharply after 60, what are the people who avoid them consistently doing differently? As you follow this list, you'll start to see why the answer often begins in the kitchen long before it ever reaches the pharmacy. Number 10. Broccoli. Broccoli supports aging bones by supplying vitamin C and sulforaphane, two nutrients your bone cells rely on to repair structural damage more efficiently. These compounds help preserve the collagen scaffolding inside your bones, the internal framework that keeps them firm, elastic, and resistant to fractures as you age. Adding 1 cup of lightly steamed broccoli to lunch or dinner keeps the nutrients intact while making digestion easier for older adults who are sensitive to heavier vegetables. Some people may notice mild gas or bloating if they're new to cruciferous veggies. So starting with smaller portions is a gentle way to ease in. Over time, many seniors notice a steadier foundation for their joints, more comfortable steps while walking, and a subtle lightness in their stride that often appears within just a few weeks. And here's a curiosity loop to hold on to. Most people think minerals are the whole story, but certain vegetables protect the collagen matrix itself. the hidden layer of bone health rarely mentioned in mainstream conversations. Number 9. Collard greens. Collard greens naturally deliver calcium and vitamin K, two nutrients that help your bones lock in minerals far more effectively. Vitamin K works almost like a traffic director inside your body, guiding calcium into your bones where it belongs, instead of leaving it circulating in the bloodstream, where it's underused. A few servings per week, sautéed gently with olive oil for better absorption, can make a noticeable difference, especially for older adults who want bone support without digestive heaviness. If you're taking certain medications, very large portions may thin your blood too much, so balance is key for adults over 60. With steady use, many people describe their bones as feeling more dependable during everyday movement, from climbing stairs to rising from a chair, because the mineral structure becomes stronger and more stable. And here's something worth thinking about. If two people eat the exact same amount of calcium, why does only one maintain strong bones into their 70s and 80s? The difference often comes from what they pair that calcium with, and nutrients like vitamin K can make or break how effectively your bones actually use the minerals you consume. Number 8. Tofu. Tofu offers one of the most absorbable forms of plant-based calcium available, along with phytonutrients that support the bone-building cells responsible for maintaining density as you age. This makes tofu especially valuable for older adults who want to rebuild bone strength naturally without relying solely on supplements or dairy products that may become harder to tolerate after 60. Adding half a cup to stir-fries, soups, vegetable bowls, or salads gives your bones consistent mineral support in a form the body can use efficiently. Just be sure the package says calcium set, because only that version delivers meaningful bone-strengthening benefits. Over time, tofu helps create stronger, more resilient bone tissue through simple daily meal swaps, easy changes that fit into nearly any routine. And here's a curiosity loop many older adults never hear. Plant-based calcium can sometimes outperform dairy calcium because the body absorbs it differently. That's one reason tofu continues to rise on expert lists of foods that strengthen bones naturally after 60. Number 7. Chia seeds. Chia seeds enhance bone health by improving mineral absorption through omega-3 fatty acids and magnesium, two nutrients that activate bone remodeling pathways essential for long-term strength, balance, and natural fracture prevention. 1 to 2 tablespoons stirred into oatmeal, yogurt, smoothies, or even soups adds a major nutritional boost with almost zero effort. Chia absorbs liquid and expands, so drinking water along with it helps prevent discomfort, especially for older adults. This tiny seed can lead to firmer bones, smoother feeling joints, and far better nutrient uptake from the rest of your meals, all from a daily habit that takes seconds. And here's something to keep an eye on as we continue. The foods that support bone density the most are often the simplest and most affordable. Yet, they quietly activate deep repair systems that slow dramatically after 60, making them some of the most powerful natural tools for strengthening bones at any age. Number 6. Almonds. Almonds support aging bones by supplying natural calcium and magnesium, two minerals your skeleton depends on to stay firm, flexible, and resistant to everyday stress. These nutrients help stabilize bone density and slow the gradual mineral loss that becomes more common after 60. At the same time, the healthy fats in almonds improve how well your body absorbs bone-strengthening nutrients from the rest of your meals. It's a combination that quietly supports the inner framework of your bones in ways most people never think about. A small handful in the afternoon is often enough to make a meaningful difference. Pairing almonds with fruit or yogurt adds even more mineral support, creating a steady midday boost for both energy and bone stability. Because almonds are nutrient-dense, it's best to enjoy them in moderation, especially if you're tracking calories, managing kidney concerns, or following a specific dietary plan. For many older adults, this simple habit leads to stronger steps during stair climbing, better balance during daily tasks, and a growing sense of confidence as bones receive consistent, high-quality nourishment. And here's a curiosity loop worth holding on to. If one small snack can influence bone strength this noticeably, what happens when several bone-building foods begin working together throughout your day? The layered effect may be far more powerful than any supplement on its own. Number 5. Kale. Kale is one of the most reliable foods for older adults trying to strengthen their bones naturally because it delivers vitamin K1, calcium, and antioxidants that support the proteins responsible for bone mineralization. Vitamin K1 plays a crucial role here. It acts almost like an activation switch, helping calcium bind to bone tissue instead of floating unused through the bloodstream. This makes each serving of kale a direct investment into stronger, more stable bones. You can work it into meals in whatever way feels easiest. Add a cup to salads, saute it lightly with olive oil, or blend it into a smoothie for gentler digestion. This is especially helpful for adults over 60 who want nutrition without heaviness. Just keep portion size reasonable if you're taking blood-thinning medications, since very large amounts of vitamin K can interfere with certain prescriptions. Over time, many seniors notice a subtle but steady improvement in bone integrity. Walking feels easier, balance feels more secure, and everyday movement feels more predictable. It's a quiet effect, but a powerful one. Here's something most people overlook. Why do greens like kale have such an outsized influence on bone strength compared to other vegetables? The answer lies in how they activate the body's mineral-binding pathways, a natural mechanism for stronger bones that rarely appears in mainstream advice about healthy aging. Number 4. Prunes. Prunes support aging bones by providing polyphenols, powerful plant compounds that help slow the breakdown of bone tissue while supporting the cells responsible for building new bone. These nutrients work quietly but effectively, reducing inflammation in areas of bone that tend to weaken fastest with age. As inflammation decreases, your body can rebuild bone more efficiently, making prunes one of the most effective foods for seniors who want to support bone density naturally. A simple daily routine is all it takes. 3 to 5 prunes a day are enough to boost healthy bone turnover without overwhelming digestion, offering a sweet, easy, and surprisingly potent strategy for bone health. Because prunes are rich in fiber, increasing your intake gradually can help avoid digestive discomfort. Many older adults report noticeable improvements within weeks: steadier balance, smoother movement, more confidence on stairs, and even better posture, as bone tissue becomes more supported from the inside out. And as we move into the top 3, here's a curiosity loop to consider. The foods that create the biggest improvements in bone strength are often the simplest, yet they target the exact repair signals that fade the fastest after 60. These everyday foods help prevent fractures naturally, rebuilding resilience without complicated diets or expensive supplements. Number 3. Kefir. Kefir strengthens bones by improving the way your body absorbs calcium through its rich probiotic content, one of the most overlooked natural pathways for restoring bone density after 60. These beneficial bacteria help your gut break down minerals more efficiently, allowing more calcium to reach deeper layers of bone tissue where age-related thinning usually begins. When probiotics support digestion, the entire nutrient delivery system becomes more effective, giving your bones the steady mineral supply they've been missing for years. You can support this process by drinking about half a cup of kefir with breakfast or your evening meal. This small daily habit keeps calcium circulating at the exact time your bones need it most, especially if you're trying to rebuild strength naturally. Just be sure to choose unsweetened varieties so your blood sugar stays stable, which is particularly important if you're managing diabetes or glucose concerns. Many older adults who incorporate kefir into their routine begin noticing smoother movement, improved stability, and a stronger sense of balance within weeks. And here's something most people never hear from their doctors. Gut health plays a major role in reactivating bone-building pathways. Once digestion improves, bones respond more quickly than most seniors expect, a connection many don't realize until they feel the change themselves. Number 2. Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt helps aging bones by combining 3 powerful nutrients: calcium to support bone structure, protein to strengthen surrounding muscles, and probiotics to improve how your body uses both. This trio is one of the most reliable food-based strategies for increasing bone density and preventing fractures naturally, especially for adults over 60 who want steadier balance. A small cup each day is enough to maintain strong muscle and bone coordination, which becomes essential for safe movement as you age. It works well as a breakfast staple, a mid-morning snack, or paired with fruit for a boost of antioxidants that further support bone and joint health. If you're sensitive to dairy, choosing a lactose-friendly or low-sugar version helps keep digestion and blood sugar in a healthy range. With consistent use, many older adults notice easier movement, stronger legs, and greater confidence when walking on uneven ground, climbing stairs, or standing up from a chair. And here's something worth considering as we head toward number 1. The most powerful bone-supporting foods aren't exotic or expensive. They're often simple, everyday staples hiding in plain sight, quietly outperforming supplements for seniors trying to strengthen bones. After 60, number 1. Sardines. Sardines provide one of the most effective nutrient combinations for aging bones. Highly absorbable calcium, vitamin D to move that calcium into bone tissue, and omega-3 fats that calm inflammation, known to accelerate bone loss. This trio works together to help rebuild bone density over time, making sardines one of the strongest natural defenders against fractures. Few foods deliver so many bone-building nutrients in such a small serving. Adding 2 or 3 modest servings per week, whether on whole grain toast, in salads, or straight from the can, offers powerful structural support. This simple routine helps replenish minerals your bones struggle to hold on to as you age. For safer daily use, choose low-sodium varieties, especially if you're monitoring blood pressure or following a heart-healthy plan. Many seniors report noticeably stronger bones, steadier steps, fewer aches, and greater confidence during daily movement after making sardines. A weekly habit. And here's the eye-opening part. When these foods begin working together inside your body, their combined effect becomes far greater than what any single food or supplement can provide. In the next section, you'll learn how to pair these bone-building foods into simple daily habits that strengthen your bones naturally, consistently, and far more effectively than most people ever expect. If you've been feeling tired, unsteady, or a little anxious about your bone strength lately, you're not alone. Millions of older adults feel the same hesitation on the stairs, getting out of bed, or bending to pick something up. These concerns don't appear overnight. They're the result of small changes in balance, posture, and confidence that quietly build up after 60. But here's the hopeful part. Your body can still bounce back at any age once it receives the right signals. Research shows bone cells remain active and ready to strengthen well into your 70s and 80s, and simple daily choices, especially foods for strong bones, can create powerful improvements. And here's a curiosity loop worth holding on to. Why do some older adults regain strength and balance quickly, while others struggle, even at the same age and activity level? What small habits help one person stay independent while another becomes hesitant with everyday movement? The difference is often far simpler than most people think, and uncovering those differences is exactly what this community is here for. Tell us in the comments, how old are you, and what's your biggest health goal right now? You'll be surprised how many people your age are dealing with the same challenges: rebuilding bone density, preventing fractures naturally, improving balance, or just wanting to move through the house without fear. Sharing your goal not only helps you feel connected, it encourages someone else to say, "I'm dealing with that too." And here's something to think about. Some of the strongest motivation doesn't come from the video, but from seeing another 68 or 74-year-old share their progress and setbacks right in the same comment section. Your story could inspire someone today. Someone recovering from a fall, someone worried about bone loss, or someone ready to strengthen bones after 60 but unsure where to begin. These small moments of connection often spark real, lasting change. So stay with me, because next we'll show how these powerful bone-strengthening foods work inside your body, and how to build a simple routine that protects your independence day after day. Always check with your doctor before adding new foods to your routine, especially if you're taking medications for blood pressure, diabetes, or anything that affects digestion or nutrient absorption. A quick conversation with your physician ensures every change you make supports your bones safely and works with the rest of your health. And here's something worth remembering. Even the healthiest foods affect people differently after 60. So professional guidance isn't a limitation. It's protection and peace of mind as you work to strengthen your bones naturally. The encouraging truth is that your body can still rebuild itself at any age. Researchers see this every day: bone cells reactivating, balance improving, confidence returning. with many adults feeling stronger at 65 or 75 than they did years earlier. Your bones are not finished. They're still responsive and ready to repair the moment they receive the right nutrients. And here's a curiosity loop to hold on to. If your bones can improve this much now, what progress might you notice in the next few months with consistent bone-strengthening foods? Many seniors are surprised by how quickly small habits lead to better stability and healthier bones. If this video helped you understand your bone health a little better, give it a like and share it with someone who needs encouragement today. That simple action might help someone avoid a fall, regain strength, or finally believe they can support their bone density naturally. And if you're comfortable, join the conversation in the comments. Shared experiences and small victories help the whole community grow stronger. Stay with me, because in the next video we're breaking down a step-by-step routine that shows exactly how to combine the right foods, movements, and daily habits to reinforce your bones, protect your joints, and help you stay confident at any age.